going. Let me know how your design life has been, if you're a part of any competition, if you're doing anything cool, if you're working on anything awesome. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. So far, my design life has been great. I've been really trying to hone in and practice my sketching skills and getting better. If you guys want to check out some of my progress, go to our Instagram, hashtag Design Life Brand on Instagram. It should be linked down in the description. All right, designers were really good at a lot of different things. We learn a lot of different skills and we kick ass when it comes to creating and making stuff. But there are definitely a lot of things, specifically 5 things that industrial designers completely suck at. And I would like to share that with you guys today so that, you know, it's good to bring things to light, so that we're gonna try to avoid them as best as possible. And you guys are super awesome, kick-ass, up-and-coming industrial designers, so I know you guys aren't going to be sucking in these categories. So for number 1, that is speaking and presentation skills. So designers, you know, we love creating stuff and making stuff and, you know, showing the best sketches and showing the best renderings and presentations, right? Like visual presentations. And we really love for our work to speak for itself. When somebody views it, we really hope that somebody just immediately likes it and praises us, right? With our work just speaking for itself. And that's really what industrial designers love. But that's usually only half of the battle. And the other side that we don't seem to really embrace enough is really selling your idea and have that passion and enthusiasm. And I noticed that, you know, industrial designers, we really lack that type of skill. And when we are presenting our products and our presentations, we talk too much about the product and the features rather than the benefits and how it can actually help on a more emotional, on a real world type of scenario. We tend to just talk about the features and what it has and what we have done to this product. So it's a little bit of that. That's something that industrial designers definitely can improve on and get better. So it's a good thing to notice, and next time you are presenting, definitely, you know, maybe kick it up a notch and really talk about the benefits rather than just the product itself. All right, number 2. On the topic of presentation, a big one is graphics design. This is going to be a huge skill that all industrial designers need to get better at. People talk about sketching, they talk about rendering, they talk about CAD, and they talk about prototyping for industrial design as core skills, but not a lot of people talk about the graphics design that we have to do. We're going to be putting together presentations. We're going to be putting together books. I know a lot of industrial designers, we get gigs on the side where they're industrial or they're graphics design type of gigs or user interface type of gigs. So very, very graphic heavy, and I know that this is a separate and total skill in and of itself. A lot of designers, I notice when we are doing graphics design, it either can be a little bit too crazy and you know, like a little bit too horsey in a way, and so there's definitely a sensibility when it comes to graphics design. That's a big one that I've always tried to improve on, is my graphics design. All right, guys, number 3, time management skills. I know that a lot of students, when I was going through school, a lot of students would, you know, either procrastinate or start really, really late, and they would leave a lot of their work towards the very end, a couple nights, even before staying up all-nighters just to finish and wrap up their projects. And maybe some people like working in this way. Preferably, though, I think there's a better way of doing it, which is really planning what's the next things that you have to do and scheduling it all out, making sure that you finish in a good amount of time, putting a lot of thought and effort into it, and hopefully even finishing a little early, just because you know that you've covered all your bases and now you're thinking of if there's anything extra you can do. So I've always had a pretty good sense of time management, and I've always finished my work on time, but this is something that I noticed that not a lot of industrial designers, you know, like they we always seem to kind of just like cram and leave it all towards the end. Like if you just work on it every day and put a lot of thought and effort towards finishing the project and developing it, then I don't think you ever really run into the issue of, cramming and having to really crunch everything in. Number 4, this is going to be a big one that I really always like to push, and this is really outputting a lot more work. So industrial designers, we love making stuff, we love creating stuff, this is our passion, but I noticed that we can also be very lazy at the same time. And I know that so many really talented industrial designers who are, great at what they do, they can sketch so well, but, they're just not quite doing enough. They think that, oh, well, work is going to be enough. I go to work and I do my industrial design stuff and I go home. They're way more than just going to work and doing that, So I think it's really good to develop your side gig, whether that's, doing stuff on Instagram or YouTube, like what I'm trying to do outside of just work. And I think that if you're super talented and you got stuff to show and you got stuff to really offer value to everybody, I think you should do it. And I think that you should really, show these skills on a regular basis every day. That's what I try to do with Design Life, is we're trying to output original content on a daily basis. And it's definitely a creative challenge, forcing myself to have to produce these YouTube videos, produce Instagram posts, and create these products that we're going to have launched pretty soon. If you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check out my last video with the sketchbooks, and also definitely check out the Design Life t-shirts, www.designlifebrand.com. All right, guys, number 5, it is really being an entrepreneur. This is something that industrial designs completely suck at. We design products. We're supposed to be experts when it comes to the product, right? And so you would think that we can start, developing and designing and creating our own products to sell in the market. You would think that this would be natural for us and that it's really a huge thing that industrial designers do. But what I found is that a lot of industrial designers were kind of happy with just finding a job at a big company or at a consultancy and kind of just staying there, because I think personally most designers, since it's such a passion, we love the craft. We love getting better at our skills and showing what we got and improving on, fine-tuning our industrial design core skills. But I think the real winners are the ones that will develop and create their own brand and their own company, and design and develop their own products that they see and that they want to produce and share to the world. And I think that industrial designers, we don't quite do that enough. There seems to be a gap from developing products to really starting a business and really launching it and figuring out how to get it made and inventory and how to get your name and your brand out there. There seems to be a gap with that, but it seems like industrial designers can easily make that move. Stuff like Kickstarter is trying to help it, but I still think that industrial designers, we can do a lot more when it comes to entrepreneurship, because I don't really see that enough as you would think an industrial designer would. So guys, that is the 5 things that industrial designers just really generally aren't very good at. Just plainly we suck at. There's a lot of ones that I'm not very good at, and I'm always constantly trying to get better, like graphics design and just really presenting and selling myself and selling the concepts and stuff like that. So I do my best and I try to improve on them every day, and I'm happy to share that with you guys so that you guys also focus on not doing the same things and sucking like general industrial designers, because here we're all about being kick-ass and super awesome. All right, guys, if you learned something from this video, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Also, leave a comment down below if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about. Also, let me know how your design life is down in the comments as well. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of these videos. A lot of good stuff coming up, and definitely check out Design Life Brand on YouTube. All the links should be down at the bottom below. All right, guys, my name is Jimmy. This is Design Life, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.